Raise your hands if you have ever bunked a class in your school or college life. I can see hands, and many more hands, and almost all of us. And do you know what does this mean? It simply means breaking school rules. Yes, boundaries are also just like school rules. They are meant to be broken. Jai Hind everyone, I'm Shradha from Byali International School. Do you know what my name means? Well, Shradha in Sanskrit means devotion, determination, and faith. And I truly feel that that's what exactly brings me here. A girl, once shy, is now standing in front of you all on a TEDx stage with faith, with courage, ready to break her boundaries. Harivansh Rai Bachchan ji once said, "तू ना थकेगा कभी, तू ना रुकेगा कभी, तू ना मुड़ेगा कभी. Agnipat, Agnipat, Agnipat." Well, let me explain these lines to you. It means, no matter how difficult the path is, courage will always be our guide, just like a GPS guide. And I bet you will need this GPS guide in your life filled with drama. Yes, you know how our life sometimes feels no less than a Bollywood movie. Kabhi drama, kabhi tragedy, kabhi full-on comedy. But the real masala begins when you start writing your own script. और जब अपनी कहानी खुद लिखना शुरू कर देते हो ना, तो फिर दुनिया की कहानी पीछे रह जाती है. At our school, I learned something really powerful, that your voice is not about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the truest in heart. And the day I realized this, my shyness started melting away just like ice cream in Rajasthan ki garmi. Well, jokes apart. Once, my teacher asked me to speak in front of the assembly. And me, as an introvert, you would have asked me to run a marathon. I would have done it more happily. But speaking, no, not my thing. And speaking in front of the assembly, a big no. But anyways, I had to do that. My hands were shaking, my throat was dry, and I almost wished that the mic would stop working. But when I finally spoke, despite my voice trembling, it was my first step in breaking my own boundary. That day, I realized confidence is not about being perfect. It's about the daring to begin. I sometimes think and kind of overthink that what will I be when I turn 24? Then I remembered the opportunities that I have come across in my life have already helped me break barriers. I got to interview a 24 years young IS officer, Dinesh Kumar Meena. Yeah, he proved one thing straight, that your age doesn't decide your limits, but your courage does. As Sarki said in the movie Chak De India, मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम ना सुनाई देते हैं ना दिखाई देते हैं, सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, India. That IS officer taught me that if your goal is clear, then the whole world will salute your voice. I bet everyone here knows the song Sandesh Se Aate Hai, and I always dreamt of meeting an artist. Not lying, but I actually got to meet the legendary Roop Kumar Rathod. That day, it felt like dreams are not for just sleeping, they are for living it. Another moment of breaking boundaries came when I spoke of life of teenage daughters. I honestly spoke how sometimes we don't want or expect big things. Just don't ask us, beta, phone kyun chipka rehta hai haath se every time? And it was not like I just spoke about this. I also spoke about love, trust, and freedom that every daughter out there expects from her parents, and her duties as well. And when I became the voice of thousands of girls, here's what was my transformation from a voiceless, shy girl to voice of thousands of girls and the head girl of our school. And here's what I learned. Don't try to prove yourself by your words. Instead, feel them. When you feel your words, others don't just hear them, they experience them. And here comes the spirit of breaking boundaries. the spirit that can change silence into strength, the spirit that can change shyness into courage, the spirit that can change a small voice into a moment of change. And here's the takeaway that I want you to carry home with you. Courage gives us wings. Faith gives us strength. And every boundary you break becomes a bridge for someone else to walk on. Thank you.